Dark Diaries.
Good evening, Fright fans. Tonight we peel back the white picket fence to reveal a love story that's deadlier than a vow of "till death do us part." Don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell icon if you dare. You're about to watch Facade of Love. In the deceptively tranquil town of Derry, Maine, where secrets lay hidden beneath a veneer of ordinariness, Emily and Michael had crafted a life that was the envy of their quaint neighborhood. Michael, a businessman known for his magnetic charm and success, played the role of the perfect husband, while Emily, with her gentle spirit and nurturing heart, was the quintessential wife and mother. Their life, encased within the idyllic white picket fence that bordered their home, was a picture of perfection. Yet beneath this picture-perfect facade, a sinister undercurrent flowed. One autumn day, while Michael was away on one of his frequent business trips, Emily ventured into the seldom explored corners of their basement to retrieve holiday decorations. It was there, behind a cleverly disguised false wall, she made a chilling discovery, a hidden compartment containing women's personal items, jewelry, Idaho cards, and most disturbingly, a blood-stained scarf. These items eerily matched those of several women who had vanished from Derry in recent years. This discovery caused a fissure in Emily's reality, leading her to recall the numerous peculiarities about Michael she had unwittingly ignored. His unexplained late-night outings, his peculiar fascination with true crime documentaries, and the strange, almost imperceptible shifts in his demeanor. How had she allowed herself to be so oblivious? Battling a storm of emotions, Emily embarked on a perilous quest for the truth. She began trailing Michael, her heart a tumult of fear and resolve. Her investigation led her to a secluded cabin nestled in the woods outside Derry, a place that seemed to exude an aura of malevolence. Inside, Emily's worst nightmares materialized. A meticulously organized hidden room contained damning evidence of Michael's heinous acts. The walls were a macabre gallery of missing women's newspaper clippings, and at the room's heart, an altar adorned with the victim's belongings. Emily's world crumbled. She knew she had to confront Michael, but a part of her clung to a shred of hope for some impossible, rational explanation. In a tense confrontation, Michael's facade disintegrated. He spoke of his deeds as sacrifices for her, for their family, painting his crimes as grotesque acts of protection. Emily, however, saw through his delusions, recognizing the madness that had quietly festered beneath their seemingly perfect life. Determined to see justice served, Emily planned to go to the police. But Michael, sensing her intent, transformed into a predator hunting his prey. Their final showdown in their home was a heart-pounding clash for survival. Emily, drawing on an inner strength she never knew she had, managed to incapacitate Michael long enough to escape and alert the authorities. Michael's arrest sent shockwaves through the town of Derry. But for Emily, the trauma was far from over. She grappled with deep psychological scars, haunted by questions of trust, love, and her own unwitting complicity. Had her love blinded her to the ominous signs? The story concludes with Emily beginning therapy, seeking to mend her shattered psyche. In a chilling final twist, Michael, confined to his cell, hinted at being manipulated by a larger, more sinister force. This insinuation suggested a deeper, more disturbing mystery, echoing the enigmatic and often malevolent undercurrents of Derry itself. This revelation left Emily and the reader contemplating the unseen forces that shape our existence, the darkness lurking behind a facade of love, and the harrowing truth that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are those closest to us. The story closes not with definitive answers, but with an unsettling acknowledgement of the complexities of human nature and the mysteries that remain unsolved in the shadows of Derry.
Dark Diaries.
Lovebirds heading to a nest of nightmares, kiddies. Better cuff your eyes to the screen, for you wouldn't want to miss a moment of this terrorific tale. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring the bell of doom to catch every spine-tingling story you're about to watch. Shackles of the mind. The trees line the road like ancient sentinels, tall and foreboding, whispering secrets as the car sliced through the foggy silence of the Maine woods. Elise glanced at Michael, his jaw set, eyes fixed. Ahead, a man she once knew, now a stranger in the driver's seat. Their marriage, once a vibrant tapestry, had faded into the monochrome of routine and silence. In the cocoon of the car's interior, the weight of unspoken words piled between them. It was a desperate hope that brought Elise to suggest this weekend retreat to a cabin tucked away from the world, a hope that solitude might bloom intimacy once more. They arrived at dusk, the cabin's wooden facade giving off an eerie, lonesome feel. Inside, Elise unveiled the handcuffs, a playful glint in her eyes disguising her trembling heart. She coaxed Michael into a smile, a rare victory, and soon the cold metal clasped around her wrists, securing her to the old oak bed. Michael's search for the key was fruitless, and Elise watched him unravel, the man who promised to love her through all times now spat venomous words, blaming her for whimsical ideas, for their failing love, for everything. And then he left, the door slamming behind him. A chilling solitude setting in, night crept upon the cabin, and with it the past's shadows slithered into Elise's mind. Her mother's voice, once drowned by time, now echoed clearly, a solemn warning of love's perilous chains. She had watched her mother wither in the grip of a loveless marriage, her spirit caged until death granted release. Elise's reality morphed as the whispers grew into wails. Her mother's apparition loomed, lamenting, the cycle repeating, the ghosts of regret, of unfulfilled dreams, of warnings unheeded, all haunted Elise, bound to the bed in more ways than one. But survival is an instinct perhaps stronger than the specters that bind us. Elise, fueled by these spectral visitations, fought for her freedom. With sheer will and desperation, she shattered the bedpost and with it the handcuffs' hold. Morning's light revealed a cabin devoid of life, but for Elise, Michael had vanished, leaving only a note, his final words etched with an ink of sorrow and resignation. He had intended to leave the retreat a guise for a gentle goodbye, but in its wake, a storm had raged. Elise stood amidst the chaos, a lone figure of strength rediscovered. The handcuffs lay broken on the floor, an epitaph for a marriage that died long before. But they were more than that. They were the embodiment of her fears, of her mother's fate she had so dreaded to share. She stepped out of the cabin, the mist embracing her as an old friend. Her heart, unshackled, beat a rhythm of liberation. Elise realized the shackles that bind us the most fiercely are those we lock. Ourselves, the fears, the regrets, the ghosts of what was and what could have been. As she walked down the path leading away from the cabin, her silhouette merged with the morning. Fog, a spectral figure herself but free. In the wilderness of her solitude, Elise found her strength, understanding at last that the most haunting shackles were not on her wrists but in her mind. And as the sun broke through the mist, it wasn't just the dawn of a new day, it was the dawn of Elise. As the mist clears and our story unfolds, my ghoul friends, sometimes the key to our fears is hidden in the chambers of our own heart. Do leave a crypt. Comment below if you've ever found yourself handcuffed by your own haunting regrets.